Every player is doing everything at every moment exactly right. Exactly what its infinite I wants it to be doing. It is only the players who think they are less than perfect because they want things to be different than they are for some reason, and believe they should have the power to change things. But they don't have that power. Only the infinite I has the power to create or manifest anything. It's true that most players think they make money, and they have created all kinds of stories about how they make that money. By working, by selling something, by getting loans or gifts, by inheritance, by many different methods. But the truth is, according to these models, the infinite I is the one who creates the money for its player, but it can only send it to its player in ways that the player believes it can receive it. The infinite I needs no story to explain its creation of money. Only the player with its limiting beliefs and limited thinking needs a story to receive it. If we as players could let go of all these beliefs we have about money, could stop needing some story about how the money can come to us, it would take away all the limitations we put on receiving money and make the infinite I's job so much easier. So how do we do that? How do we let go of our limiting beliefs about money, and about other things as well? There's no easy answer to that question, but there are some techniques out there that might help some of you. And if there's one law that seems to be at work in both parts of the human game, it's what you resist persists. In other words, my infinite I might be creating the same or similar experiences for me as long as I judge and resist them, which is an interesting new way to look at karma. And that includes war and violence, and all the other things many people are resisting and trying to get rid of in their lives and on this planet. Take an objective look at what's going on out there. As far as I can tell, there are more peace workers than ever before, and there's also more war and violence than ever before. What you resist persists. As long as we resist war and violence, they will continue, and maybe even increase. Buckminster Fuller said, "You never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete." The way I would say it is, instead of judging and resisting what you see and trying to change it, follow your excitement and live something radically new. Or, as Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world. But if it is your excitement and total joy to step in front of a tank, do it. But do it because it excites you in the moment and brings you joy, not because you are judging war and violence to be wrong and trying to stop it. If you remember, in part 4 of these workshops, I talked about the human game having 2 parts. Many people are judging and resisting being in the first part, trying their best to get out and into the second part. But what you resist persists. As long as we judge and resist the first part of the human game, we're likely to stay there until we don't anymore. Ironically, it seems that you can't leave the first part of the human game until you no longer want to, until you no longer resist being there, until you totally embrace and accept the first part for exactly the perfection it is. But, I hear many people protesting, "How can you call all the pain and suffering I see out there perfect?" And now we're back full circle to the question of perception, how we perceive things, as Bashar would say it. In Part 4, I said we do not have the power or ability to change anything we see in our holograms, and we can stop wasting our time and energy trying. But we do have the power to change how we perceive our holograms, and then change our reactions or responses to them by removing our judgment, belief, and opinion filters, as Dr. Lipton would say, allowing us to see the complete picture as it actually